The lyrics are dodgy. And yes, I have all of the usual objections to the miseducation of children who in tax-exempt institutions are taught to externalize blame and to feel ashamed and to judge things.
Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and I'm on a mission to spread peace, love, and positivity through music. Today I'll be reacting to White Wine in the Sun by Tim Minchin. And oddly enough, doing these Tim Minchin reactions really reminds me of my childhood. And by childhood, I mean like junior high and high school time. So during that time, I was really getting into YouTube and going down all of these random rabbit holes. One of the rabbit holes was comedy and stand-up specials in particular. I would watch, Ricky Gervais, Jim Jeffries, Jim Gaffigan, Jimmy Carr, a lot of Jims, George Carlin, and many other comedians, but I just managed to miss Tim Minchin. So, it's fun for me now to get to do these reactions and discover his body of work with you all here today. So thank you for these Tim Minchin recommendations, and a big thank you specifically goes to Glenn, whose generous support made this reaction possible. And anyways, I'm excited to check this one out, so let's just jump in.
I really like Christmas.
Me too.
It's sentimental, I know, but I just really like it. I'm hardly religious. I'd rather break bread with Dawkins than Desmond Tutu, to be honest.
Is Dawkins Richard Dawkins? Is that his first name? Dawkins, like the famous atheist?
To be honest.
His versus a random YouTube commenter.
And yes, I have all of the usual objections to consumerism, to the commercialization of an ancient religion, to the westernization of a dead Palestinian press ganged into selling PlayStations and beer.
I don't know that reference.
I still really like it. I'm looking forward to Christmas, though I'm not expecting a visit from Jesus.
It's like interesting hearing this performance, because so far out of the Tim Minchin reactions I've done, this feels like the most somber performance so far, with fewer, let's say, jokes overall. We'll see how it develops. We always know that Tim throws in curveballs, but so far it's been very somber.
A visit from Jesus. I'll be seeing my dad, my brother and sisters, my gran and my mum. They'll be drinking white wine in the sun. I'll be seeing my dad, my brother and sisters, my gran and my mum. They'll be drinking white wine in the sun.
Maybe he'll explain it later, but I'm really not sure what white wine in the sun refers to. Is it some kind of idiom for something? Is it something that Tim came up with? I'll keep listening, but I'm not sure right now.
Drinking white wine in the sun. I don't go in for ancient wisdom. I don't believe just 'cause ideas are tenacious, it means that they're worthy.
Wow, beautifully said.
I get freaked out by churches. Some of the hymns that they sing have nice chords, but the lyrics are dodgy. And yes,
Interestingly, as he sang that line about the chords in church sounding good, but the lyrics being dodgy, I think his chord progression changed ever so slightly. At least to me, melodically, it was noticeable.
the lyrics are dodgy. And yes, I have all of the usual objections to the miseducation of children who in tax-exempt institutions are taught to externalize blame and to feel ashamed and to judge things as plain right or wrong.
Wow, what did he list off there? Where they're being miseducated, where they're being taught to have shame just for existing, just for being yourself. I believe like Catholicism in particular is a religion that you're basically born going to hell. That's the setup for you, which is all lovely and wonderful. Then on top of feeling this shame, you're not taught about nuance. You're not taught to critically think and challenge the beliefs that are put onto you, which creates a lot of sheep, not a lot of critical thinkers. And I think just to move society forward, we need more of the critical thinkers. But I don't know if religious institutions per se want critical thinkers. I think it literally defies their mission statement oftentimes, or at least their understated goal.
And to judge things as plain right or wrong.
And that divides us.
But I quite like the songs.
Yeah. Wow. That's funny.
I'm not expecting big presents. The old combination of socks, jocks, and chocolates is just fine by me. 'Cause I'll be seeing my dad, my brother and sisters, my gran and my mum. They'll be drinking white wine in the sun. I'll be seeing my...
Hey there, quick interruption. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps out a lot. And if you would like to request a reaction yourselves, hit the link in the description box down below. All right, back to the reaction. White wine in the sun. So maybe if I just take a stab at it, I think in churches, people are given red wine as part of communion. And that's like the blood of Christ. So if they are instead drinking white wine in the sun, they're not drinking red wine in the church. They're drinking the opposite, white wine in the sun. So maybe it's about Tim's family and their attitude towards the religion, towards the church. It's my guess so far.
Wine in the sun. I'll be seeing my dad, my brother and sisters, my gran and my mum.
Oh, the melody there.
They'll be drinking white wine in the sun. And you, my baby girl, my jet-lagged infant daughter, you'll be handed round the room like a puppy at a primary school. And you won't understand, but you will learn someday that wherever you are and whatever you face, these are the people who make you feel safe in this world. My sweet blue-eyed girl. And if my baby girl,
To his daughter.
when you're 21 or 31 and Christmas comes around and you find yourself 9,000 miles from home, you'll know whatever comes. Your brothers and sisters and me and your mum will be waiting for you in the sun whenever you come. Your brothers and sisters, your aunts and your uncles, your grandparents, cousins, for you in the sun, drinking white wine in the sun.
Wow.
Waiting for you in the sun, waiting for you, waiting. I really like Christmas.
Wow.
It's sentimental, I know. Thank you so much. Thanks very much.
Wow. I don't know what to think right now. That was a very different Tim Minchin than I've heard of thus far. It feels like, obviously in terms of like the song itself, this one played out sort of as like a lullaby to his daughter and giving her the, let's say, positives and negatives of, religion, of sentimentality as it relates to religious-based holiday events, aka Christmas in this circumstance. And he's pointing out like there's many surface level, but also still just net positive things. Not net, but we'll call it positive things to consider when, holidays are around. Religious holidays. You get to spend time with your family, relax, listen to nice and pleasant music. And you put that up and you say, okay, these are positive things, but then under the hood of all of that are these negative consequences of being vehemently religious to a fault, right? You become too dogmatic and your outlook on life becomes very, I wouldn't say bleak or jaded. I would say it becomes fragmented and fractured, and it is supportive of an ideology and not of your own humanity. Now, Tim didn't use those words, and maybe I'm reading a little too much into that, but to me it feels like a message of take away the positives that you can from religion and don't give it too much more power than it deserves. And the moment it starts being a vice, it starts being a negative thing, or it's a replacement for actual self-actualization, that becomes problematic. Because I think religious institutions themselves are not a replacement for family. They can be family for those without it, and you want strong family units. You want these atomized individuals in our like extremely independent societies to be a bit larger. We want to rely on our families, our communities, our loved ones, and give each other that strength. Religious events and institutions and holidays are a easy pre-packaged way to do that, but it comes with so much other baggage that it feels almost counterproductive, or at least productive in one respect, and the whole list of side effects on the other end of that prescription bottle that you're taking. That being said, I'm still not entirely clear on the specific meaning of this song. I think it is devoted to his daughter, and it's sung in a way that feels like a lullaby, as I said earlier in this final thoughts section. It's sung as a lullaby would be sung. So all of these lessons he's trying to like distill from this very complicated, nuanced, generation-long battle, like intellectual battle, into these little takeaways for his daughter. Wow, this one is a hard one to wrap my brain around. I'm still trying to figure out. And also White Wine in the Sun. I think I may be somewhere in the ballpark as it relates to like communion, but still let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Also, just let me know your thoughts on this performance in particular. Let me know if I was right or wrong, or if I missed something. I'd be very curious to hear your perspectives on all of this. And as always, if you guys enjoyed my reaction, please subscribe. And if you'd like to request a reaction yourselves, hit the link down below. And as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.